Hello, and welcome, and thank you for joining us with friEdLive. My name is Stephen Stone, and I will be your facilitator today, your presenter today. So I thank you for joining us. Let me know, give me some reactions. At the top, you can check thumbs up if you can hear me, or let me know in the chat if you can hear me so that we can proceed and move forward. Thank you, thank you. I got some thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. So that lets me know you can hear me. So without further ado, this is going to be a fast-paced, jam-packed hour because we have a number of things that we would like to get over to you. Since we know that you joined this session because you're an avid Microsoft user or you want to know the things that Microsoft has to offer. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and what we will be presenting today. And so we're here today to talk about Microsoft bite-sized tips. And every month we look to come to you once a month. Now we started this journey last month in June, and so we're looking to come to you every month to expose you of some things that Microsoft can do. But in this particular session, as we stated before, ISTE has just been completed. It was at the end of June, and so there are about once to twice a year. Microsoft is always enhancing their tools or giving us some new things to use within our current job roles or with students to enhance their engagement, to enhance student achievement. And there are some wonderful tools that I'm going to touch on today that really just blew my mind and just knocked me out of the water. And so who I am before I get started. I am Stephen Stone. I'm the director of Microsoft Training and Partnership. As you can see, my credentials that are there. I have about now this year 16 years of educational experience, and I've worked through mostly every level that you can work on, from the classroom up to the district office, overseeing technology training for a district here where I am in Houston, Texas. And so we thank you for joining us. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, there is my Twitter handle. I would say you may want to do that. Also follow and use the hashtag next level or hashtag fried fan. If you follow me today, if you see something today, tweet it out. If you are on the Twitters, I call it the Twitters. So if you're on the Twitters, tweet it out, and then we can see that you are excited about what we're showing. But also, if you like what you see today, because we are a Microsoft global training partner, we can come to you and to train you, your staff, team, district. Or if you have a conference coming up, you can reach out to us and we will be more than happy to talk with you, to speak with you about things that we can do for you and your district. And so that's fry.tech slash, and it is case sensitive with the capital M, meet Stephen with a capital S. Okay. And so who are we? We are Fry Technology. I work for and with the best training company in the world because we are all educators. We still have educators who are contracting with us that are still in the classroom. And then those of us who are now working full time with Fry Technology, we have experience working with students, working with adults on different type of levels. So reach out to us. We have synchronous opportunities and asynchronous classes in our Fried Online course. One course that we just released is the fundamentals of Microsoft 365. If you were here earlier, you probably saw it in the commercial. And the fundamentals of Microsoft 365 and it's scratching the surface. It's I don't want to say it's scratching the surface, but it's really taking to a level where you can walk out of that course and you can walk away feeling excited that you completed such a course that we had to offer for you. So you can follow us on our socials. where we are, and you can also visit our website, which is friedtechnology.com, or we like to keep everything short. Fried.tech will take you straight to our website, and then you can connect with us on our social platforms. We want to let you know, since this is a Microsoft focused course, we want you to keep up with what Microsoft is doing. Yes, we are, excuse me, yes, we are a global training partner. But check out Microsoft. Follow them. They're always pushing some things out all day, every day. Some new things they're pushing out. So you don't want to be left behind. You kind of want to be in the know. And then sometimes, catch this, they're pushing things out before it even rolled out to say, look out for this. It is coming. And so Microsoft wanted us to share that with you. And so that's what we're doing. So you want to take a snapshot of that, take a picture of that, where you can go and also not only follow us, but also follow Microsoft. If you are here and your school doesn't use Microsoft, you can get Microsoft for free and also use the tools with your students. You and your students, if you have a valid school account, then a work what they call a worker business account, worker school account, then you can go to fry.tech/free MS365. That ending is case sensitive as well, where you can start using Microsoft for free. If you and your school already have Microsoft and you are using it with you and your students, then you can just ignore this. But those who, let's just say, they're just a Google district, or they don't have anything, right, that they're using that's similar to the Microsoft or the Google tools, where you can jump right on here and get Office Online for free. Just go in here and put in your email address, and then it will check your eligibility. That's great. We want to let you know before we dive in, we do have a Microsoft Summit that is coming up Tuesday. And I'm pretty for sure that many of you are joining today. You are signed up for that summit. It says 8 a.m. to 3:30. We may push a little bit to 4 p.m. to make sure we give you everything that you need and what you came for. So hang in with us. And then guess what? On that day, something that I'm going to talk about within a few minutes or so, if you join us for the entire day, you will walk away as a designated Microsoft educator. I'm going to speak more on about that later, but join us. Join us. If you're looking to be a Microsoft expert, if you're looking to become a Microsoft showcase school, or if you're just looking to enhance your skills to take you to the next level, you want to be a part of that summit. That summit now is free and is going to be virtual. So go ahead and sign up, fry.tech/Microsoft Summit. Fry.tech/Microsoft Summit. Okay, as I stated earlier, Microsoft is changing some things. So we're diving into some stuff that was birthed and released at ISTE to let everyone know. Microsoft is moving forward to not only develop students and using their tools, but they want us as educators to also be the experts in using their tools. And so they're coming up with some new programs whereby we can dig deep. And the first area that we want to familiarize ourselves with is the Microsoft Learn Educator Center. The Microsoft Learn Educator Center is docs.microsoft.com. And I would ask that you would get familiar with that, because we're going to talk some things about it today with the Microsoft Educator Center. And so docs.microsoft.com, I'm going to go there now. And so when you do come to this website, and you come click on learn, right off it looks maybe kind of fuzzy and like, hey, it's a lot going on, but just simply go click on learn. And when you click on learn, it will take you to the center that is directed for you. that as you take courses, it will pop up some things and recommend some things. But let's check this out. In your Microsoft Learn Center, the Educator Center, if I click on this drop down, it is giving me, we all like to learn as teachers, and then sometimes we want to learn at our own pace. And in our own place. If I put the on path, that's talking about blended learning as well. So place, path, and um, paste. You can go ahead and follow this. And so click on the Educator Center, hover over the professional development, and if you're looking for anything, always go to browse all. But if you're looking for any course that you would like to take to enhance your skills, these are interactive courses that you can go and take, earn credit for this. And if you're looking to nominate yourself to be an expert or to be recognized as a Microsoft educator, you may want to come and dig into some of this stuff. And then not only that, you can get practice to be certified as a Microsoft Office specialist. Yes, that is right. They have things in here that courses that you can come and take to practice. And so also over here on the side, it says find a product. Any product that Microsoft has available, you can come on and select and get training for it. Any product and how it could be used. So I just select Flipgrid. There it is. Any product. If I remove the check, we know we have some people asking about Azure training. Here it is right here. So any product. And then you can also drill down to, I'm not a school leader or educator, I can drill down that I am a student. And so not only the educators have access to Microsoft Learn, students can also have access to Microsoft Learn. I remember when I was back working with the school district, that was one question that says, well, we know that the teachers have an educator center, but how about the students? Well, this is where students can come to as well in Microsoft Learn. If you also want to get things out to them to step their game up, to also move into the track of being certified, right? So they can then take the test and then walk away knowing that I completed high school. By the time I complete middle school, there it is. I am certified. So we thank you so much for following along with this with us with the Microsoft Learn Center. Now, understanding this center will have you to understand that each time a trainer comes before you, each time a trainer comes before you and a trainer and they say that they are with Microsoft, then one thing you would take notice is they're going or they should be giving you a code where you can redeem within the Microsoft Learn Center. And then that also, like you're here synchronously in a webinar, live webinar training where you can go and then also earn credit by sitting here right now for an hour and I'm about to give you a code. And you would say, well, Stephen, what do I need to do with this code? Well, if you go to docs.microsoft.com, I will type that in for you so you can get it, docs.microsoft.com. You can then go to that website, create your profile with your school district account or any other email that you want to create it with. And then just know that that's that same email you're going to have to use to have access to it all the time. And so I can give you a link or I can give you a code. And you say, well, what can I do with that? If I give you the code, you can then click on your profile and then you can go down to achievements and then select redeem your code now. And you may say, well, Stephen, what is the code? I'm about to give it to you. Let me just explain to you how to get here again. Once your account is active, you would then go and click on your silhouette if you don't have a picture there yet. Click on profile. Go down to the left to achievements, and then you will select redeem your code. Once you select redeem your code, you can then put the code in here and then click redeem. If you use the link and your Microsoft Learn account is already created, it would take you right to this place, this box here, and then simply all you have to do is click redeem. So you say, well, Stephen, what that is, I'm about to give it to you right now. And here we go. You can either use this link to redeem your credit in the Microsoft Learn community, which is letting Microsoft know that you participated today. And then as you move forward, you continue to earn points and to level up in the environment. If you want the direct redemption code, the redemption code is here, 68RZ4Y. From my understanding, it is not case sensitive, so you can enter however you want to enter it, and then that will be okay there. So you can use that link if your account is already created. Please know that we kind of ran into that. So if your Microsoft Learn account is created, you can use the link directly. If you go ahead and create your account, you can enter the code. Okay, so we're going to move on and continue our discussion. Remember, I said that Microsoft is changing up some things. And I'll put this here for you down here. The Microsoft, it used to be MIE, Microsoft Innovative Educator. Now they're just saying Microsoft Educator. And so you can learn to be leveled up to become a Microsoft educator. They're no longer going to recognize the MIE that was retired on July 1st. And so now they're going down a new path where you can also earn your Microsoft Educator status by taking some courses in Microsoft Learn Educator Center, or you can call Fried Technology and we can come and facilitate a session for you. Or guess what? As we said earlier, you can join us on Tuesday from 8 to 3:30, and then you will leave that day as the sessions that we're going to go to will recognize you as a Microsoft educator. And each year after that, you just level up as Microsoft Advanced Educator 22, Advanced Educator 2023, Advanced Educator 2024. You just continue to go up where you can have that designation. These designations will set you apart from the rest. And each time you level up, you become part of a unique group. They may put you in a teams center where then you would know the latest and greatest, and several doors would then open up where you become aware of certain information that others may not. If that's important to you, you can do that. But I love it to always to be in the know. And then if you go ahead and now they're changing it where you must be a Microsoft educator, you must keep up with your advanced educator status in order for you to be considered or to self-nominate. Oh, excuse me, talking or to self-nominate as an educator expert, or for you to self-nominate an educator expert every year. So I know you're about ready to jump in. Microsoft has changed its frames. What I mean by that is, what I mean by that is Microsoft has changed our current MIEs actually grandfathered into the Microsoft Advanced Educator. No, I thought the same thing, and that's like a bummer. They because they have switched the programs. I myself had to go back and to do and to be recognized as a Microsoft educator. And then I'm gonna have to move forward at the end of this year, by the end of this fiscal year, because it ends in June. So the next June, I would have to do my Microsoft Advanced Educator throughout this year from July to June to make sure. So when I self-nominate again to be a Microsoft Innovative Expert, then I would have to go ahead and then make sure I'm up to date with the Microsoft Educator and the Microsoft Advanced Educator. So then I can remain a Microsoft expert, if that makes sense. Do we have the link? Yes, I do have the link. It's going to come up at the end of this course for you, at the end of this presentation, for you to register for the summit on Tuesday that will designate you as a Microsoft educator. Okay. But Microsoft has changed frames up. I've been using Microsoft, and I don't want to really like tell my age, but I've been using Microsoft probably for the last 25 to 30 years, and I have seen it evolve along the way. Really, in 2010 is really when it took off to start changing, and because of the pandemic, it kind of fast forward Microsoft in their productions and things and enhancing their tools. And so they came out with some great things over at ISTE, and I can't wait to show it to you. Here we go. Live captions, Microsoft Live Presenter, Microsoft Live Presenter and Presenter Coach came out about a year ago. But believe it or not, many people are not familiar with it. Cameo just came out about a few months. Okay. And so I'm going to show you that, and we'll dive into these four things all at once. So we got to kind of go kind of fast because we're getting into the nitty gritty now of the new things that Microsoft is putting out. Can someone share the redemption code? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I have my colleague, Carnetta Hawk, is in the background working with us today. So thank you so much. So live captions. I'm using PowerPoint right now, and I can turn live captions on. And believe it or not, many people don't know that this even exists within PowerPoint Online and PowerPoint desktop version. But you must have the latest version of the PowerPoint desktop version, or we call it now Microsoft 365, where you can use either the desktop version or the online version, and then you can save and sync, and OneDrive syncs it. What's so great about this is I'm speaking in English, and yes, it's translating in English. But what if you are in a room and you're speaking to those of a different language, maybe one language, a different language? Well, if you don't know about this, what you can do with right now, I am using the online PowerPoint area, but it works the same way as the desktop. You would then go and find use subtitles or captions, and you can turn it on. And then under your subtitle settings, you can determine the spoken language. So if there's a different language that's going to be spoken, Microsoft needs to know that. Because if I start speaking French and I have English selected, it's going to say, I can't pick that up. I don't know what you're saying, right? So indicate the language you're speaking, indicate the subtitle language. So for example, here in Texas, thank you for joining wherever you are, but I am in Houston, Texas. So here in Texas in the United States, our predominantly second language is Spanish here where I reside, but we do cross many other languages, right? We all do. And so I will select that language as Spanish that I want the subtitles to happen. And this time I'm going to put it above the slide. So then once I start my slideshow, you would then see the subtitles, the captions are happening almost in real time in that second language or that language that I chose. And so you may want to be familiar with this when you are presenting, when you are standing before a crowd. I didn't know that this was important until I was doing a training about a year or so ago. And at first, I was using subtitles. And then when it came to the afternoon session, I was like, oh, I don't have time for that. And then someone came back and said, well, wait a minute. Where are the subtitles you were using this morning? You know, you don't care about those who have hearing challenges. That's a feature for accessibility. So I had to turn around and go back and turn my subtitle captions back on. But this is one-way language. This is one-way language. If you're on your mobile device, it could be different because I hear the question going on to say, well, wait a minute, can we use this in different languages? Yes, you can, but you would need to ensure this is called live presenter or present live is many different names, but it's the same thing. Live presentation, it's the same thing. But you have to click on the drop down, especially if you're using it with people outside of your domain where they can't log into Microsoft. So we have to select anyone. And then when you get ready, if you are on your computer, that's great. If you're on your mobile device, you may have to enter the link. But when I click present live, what it does, it puts up a QR code. And so with my mobile device, I can then scan this QR code, and then I can join this session from my mobile device, and I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. Then I can select down in the lower left hand corner, I can select the language, my individual language that I would like the translations to come to me in that same vein. And also there's a link, and so the link can be there. The link doesn't change until you actually end out and close out your presentation and stop presenting. Um, what you can also do is when I get ready to start the slideshow, what you can also do is you can go back, you can swipe back, okay, to the previous slides that we talked about, the previous slides that we covered, but you cannot go forward. You can go to current slide, and then the current slide will take you to where I am now. You can also take screenshots. Not only that, but if you see in the lower right corner where there's a smiley face, you can click it, and then there's a set of reactions, what we call it, and emojis, and then you will see those things come up on my screen. Okay, how about that? That's great when we're using this with students, or they need to have it close by at their desk or devices, right? And so you can use this when you're speaking with parents who are speaking multiple languages or students with multiple languages. So for the rest of this presentation, I'll leave it on. If you want to have it left on, I will leave it on for you. But I'm going to turn off my other captions that I had on, which you see that was still there. And so presenter coach. Presenter coach can help our students. Let me go back. Presenter coach can not only help you, but it can help your students. Where's presenter coach? Presenter coach is only available online. And by me saying that, I also want to let you know that PowerPoint Live Presenter is available online only. The PowerPoint Live Presenter, a live presentation, is available in PowerPoint Online only. So you have to know that that exists. How do you get there? You just simply go to office.com. Just go to office.com, and then you will log into your account with your email address and password. If your school is using this, then you can get right on and start using PowerPoint Online. The subtitles that we talked about earlier is located on the PowerPoint desktop version and the PowerPoint online version. Rehearse with Coach is also available on the desktop version and the online version. What does that mean? Let me show you what that looks like. I can then tell it, allow my camera. It may reject it because I am on my camera right now. Rehearse in real time. Let's see if it'll take me. Probably because I'm on with you and I'm using Teams, and I say, yes, use my camera, it's rejecting it, but I can speak you through it. What Rehearse Coach is going to do as you are practicing your presentation, it is going to be reading your body language, it's going to be listening to you. And if you use, you know, um, start talking too fast or talking too slow or become monotone, it will put up some signals for you to let you know, nope, you can't use that, right? Or if you need to stay focused, or you reading the slide. If you're reading the slide, it will also let you know, do not read the slide. Everyone can read. Uh, so not only that, when you finish that practice, it will give you a report on the screen. Once you close that window, though, you don't get you don't get an opportunity to try to open that report again. But if you have an active email account, it will email the report to you. Okay, so that's great practice, not only for our students, but for us when we're looking to present and stand before a crowd. Okay, so Cameo, I'm going to move forward with Cameo. and show you what Cameo is.
Needed.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, can you hear the audio
our
now?
quarterly report today. Over the next 25 minutes,
Okay, let's try that again.
With Cameo, you can insert your video feed directly into a slide, so you can be inside your presentation. To start, select Insert, Cameo. A new tab appears, along with a placeholder for your camera feed. Select the on-off icon to turn on the video feed. In a shared dock, only you see the video feed. If you have multiple cameras, select Preview to pick one. You can apply the same effects to your camera feed as you would to pictures, including shaping, formatting, layering, and styles. Use the anchors to adjust the placement and sizing. Even cut and paste multiple instances. The possibilities are endless. Use the morph transition to seamlessly move throughout the presentation. And when you're ready, you can present in slideshow mode or present in Teams. Teams automatically switches to Cameo mode, but you can switch to a different presenter mode if needed.
hello, everyone, and thanks for joining our quarterly report today. Over the next 25 minutes,
Okay, so thank you. That was Cameo, and Cameo is available in Microsoft desktop app for sure. It hasn't made it yet to the online version of PowerPoint as of yet. You will find it on the insert ribbon if it does, but right now know that it is available on the desktop version, the latest version. You may have to go and update your software, whatever, but Cameo is there. That's one of the new features that has come out. When we talk about Microsoft Word, in Microsoft Word, many of us are familiar with Immersive Reader. And dealing with Immersive Reader, I have something over here ready for you, so we didn't have to wait on that. They have enhanced Immersive Reader, and if you've never used Immersive Reader before, it's a powerful tool. And so these are one of the things that has come out. So Immersive Reader in Microsoft Word is located on the View ribbon. It's on the View ribbon. So dealing with the View ribbon, you would find Immersive Reader. It's with the book with the speaker on it. And when you click it, the enhancements they made was this. No matter what word you select, it will pronounce it. They have also enhanced in giving us a more elaborate picture dictionary. So you can click on the words.
Education. Technology.
So what this helps is if we have struggling readers and they don't know the word, they can just go to that one word and it will pronounce it for them. But many of us have dealt with Immersive Reader, and if you don't know what it is, what it really is, it's a text reader. If you put text within a Word document, and Immersive Reader is available in PowerPoint and many other apps that you may use, it has even crossed over. They made a recent announcement. It has popped over into Schoology. And so many districts who are using Schoology, Immersive Reader is there right now. Okay. And so, but if I play this,
Technology professional learning and development organization dedicated to providing fun, useful, and engaging EdTech professional development.
so this could be great use for, like I said, struggling readers. And then it doesn't really matter what level. Any student can use this. Just real quick settings. They can change their text size, increase spacing. They can change the font. They can select their topic. As many different colors that they can choose from and use. If I had time, I would really explain it to you and then walk the reasoning behind this. But this is what this tool can do. It can break the words into syllables, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and it can also show the labels. I see this as a learning a facilitation of learning, and a remediation of learning. Okay. Not only that, but if I click on the book, there's a line focus that when I click play,
Development. At Friday EdTech, we provide a bridge between your vision for the future of ed.
it will read it line by line and black everything out. And then you can also choose how wide you want those spaces to be, up and down. Picture dictionary, you can turn that on and off as a student. And so if I don't want pictures to show up, when I go and select a word, no pictures will show up. So you can have that right on and off. But I look forward to my English language learners or those that are looking to learn another language. I can choose a language that I am studying, or I'm an English language learner or ESL with that. But you get what I'm saying here. My daughter is taking a Spanish class in middle school, and then oftentimes they want them to translate. Of course, they're going to give her something in Spanish, but she can upload it, put it in a Word document, and then turn it around and get the English word for that, or I can read it to her. So if I'm trying to learn another language in my native language, I can then click on a word, and then it will give me the word for the language that I chose: English,
Vision. Vision.
Spanish.
Visión. Visión.
So if I need to know how to pronounce those words,
¿Cuándo? ¿Cuándo?
it will give it to me. And not only that, I can translate the entire document. And you may ask, can it read it right away? Yes, it can.
Lector inmersivo. friEdTech es una organización de aprendizaje y desarrollo profesional de tecnología educativa dedicada a proporcionar un desarrollo profesional EdTech divertido, útil y atractivo.
So also, my original document is still here, so I can toggle between the original and my Spanish document if I choose. And I'm still in Immersive Reader. So I'm going to get out of that. Hopefully that kind of sparked your attention on some things, but Microsoft enhanced really the word for word for word for word and the pronunciation of each word, because they really didn't have that there. In YouTube, if you create documents and you share documents with your students, or you create hyperdocs for learning, what you can also do is you can insert, and I'm going to go to our YouTube video here and copy our friEd link. And I'm going to return back to Word. You can also insert YouTube videos by simply pasting the link. Watch this. And there's the video. That's all I did. I just pasted the link, and here's the video. And so I can share those direct videos with students, and then I can come into this Word document and build a playlist simply by just adding in the links to each video, and then the students can play the video.
Schools use professional development partners to bring additional expertise
Directly from that Word document, so you can share it out. You can give out instructions, save it in YouTube, save it in Microsoft Stream, paste that link to that video, and then it will pop up right here in a Word document. How about that? Hopefully that's features that you're starting to love, that you would dive into and use. This video is talking about you can take your Microsoft Word documents, and I'm going to go back there. You can take your Microsoft Word documents, if you didn't know, and you can transform them into a Microsoft Sway or PowerPoint. You can click on File, Export, and then you have transform to a web page, or you can export to a PowerPoint presentation. Let me just do export to a PowerPoint presentation. Here we go. It said, okay, how do you want it to look? It's trying to build something out for me. So if you have some students that go right in and they start off having their information, it's real quick. It's exporting my Word document into a PowerPoint. It's telling me it's done. Let me open the presentation. Now, you probably would have to go in here and finagle some things right? But then you would look to say majority of it is already done. So when we have students sitting around worrying about how to create some things, and I do know by rule of thumb, being a presenter on this second slide, that's too many words. But what the student can go then is pare this down, right? So they can have their report, and instead of trying to create two different things, write the report, then go back and create a PowerPoint, they can have Word to go ahead and do it and then make the adjustments along the way. Does this work? I guess you're talking about YouTube. Does it work with school firewalls where you will probably still have to be concerned with that? Will students be able to see it? But I would say test it out. Always test it out before you're using it with students, because I don't want to be the one to speak up on that we're showing you some things where you're bypassing your school's firewall. So make sure you test it out before you show this with students. But Microsoft is showing you in such a way that they play well with others. Okay, and so they were this was a request, and they're putting it out there. So just check with them. The next thing we're talking about is Microsoft Whiteboard. If you don't know what Whiteboard is, you do have access to it. Every educator, every student has access to Microsoft Whiteboard. Where is it? You just simply go to your Office account, and you would click on your app grid in the top left, and Whiteboard should be listed. If it is not listed there, then you just simply go click on all apps, and then Microsoft Whiteboard would come up. With Microsoft Whiteboard, you could create various things as exit tickets or learning items. If you're using blended learning stations, or you want them to work collaboratively on a whiteboard, you can do that for students. And this is a hidden gem. Microsoft Whiteboard is found online, desktop, and then there's also a mobile tablet app that you can install and create on the go. And so what I did was I just brought this image in, this KWL chart. I actually Googled it, found it online, saved it as an image, and brought it in. And to bring it in as an image is fairly easy. You would just click on the plus sign and then bring in as an image. I can walk you through that real quick to kind of show you that again. Images, my device, and I already have curated some of them. Okay, so what if I wanted to bring in a vocabulary chart? I can bring in that vocabulary chart, and then I can resize it and then have my students to come in to work on this collaboratively. And you may ask, is this similar to Jamboard? It's similar, but not similar. In Jamboard has different frames that you can create, but Microsoft Whiteboard, this is one big canvas. This is one big canvas, so students could downsize, they can move it around. And I know I just made that smaller, but they have the ability to do that. Okay, and so what you would see here is it's just one big canvas. But with here, the same thing similar as Jamboard, I can bring these things in, these images in, and then students can go, they can ink on this. Okay, I just turned it off. If they have a touchscreen device, they can ink on this. They can put in sticky note, text, reactions, text. If I wanted them to type in their notes, they can do that as well. And so Microsoft Whiteboard is there for you. Now, what we wanted to show you here is they have new templates. They have dedicated some templates towards education. So, like I said, yes, you can go in and search these things and Google it or Bing it, right? Do a Bing search, and you can find some items you can pull in. And then also, if you are familiar with Canva, you can go and decorate some things there, create some things there, or also use the Canva items, download them as images, and bring them into Microsoft Whiteboard. I really got this KWL chart from Canva, this vocabulary one. I created this in PowerPoint, and I just took a screenshot of it, saved it as an image, and I said, "Ooh, I'm going to use that in my whiteboard presentation." But then Microsoft Whiteboard has some templates here for you as well for learning. And so I'm going to click on exit ticket. When you click on it, it is selected. And you see how the screen got smaller, because now it just wants you to drag your mouse where you want to place this, and wherever you want to place it, you just click and release. And so it will drag it there. And so to zoom in for you, this is what it would look like. And then what each student can do, they can then add in more sticky notes. They can put their name on it, use it as an exit ticket so you know what they have, and then they contribute it to this. Okay? Microsoft Whiteboard. And moving forward, forms, Microsoft Forms. Now, this is a big piece. In Microsoft Forms, Microsoft said, look at this. Oftentimes, what we do is we go to our Office account, we go find Forms, and then we click on it. Now, I do know what I'm about to show you, like, well, why they didn't put it in this way. If I click on Forms right now, and I click on new quiz, or I click on this drop down, it's only going to tell me new form. Can you make a note of this? And I'm going to put the link here in the chat here for you. If you go to forms this way, and it's forms.office.com. If you go to Microsoft Forms this way, you would see it's, and you sign in with your district email address and password, you will see the world open up to you. I don't know why Microsoft did it like this, but watch what I'm about to show you. And it's going to blow your mind. It's going to trip you out. So if you go to forms.office.com, you have available to different templates. You have available different templates that you can use. So let me maybe say quiz and assessment. Okay, English grammar test, that's already here for you that you can use, different templates that are here, but you can also edit them. That's what templates are. Music post class homework. Okay, something that's already created for you, and you can go and just simply edit it. I can click on this drop down, then I can change back so I don't go backwards. I can see what these other templates are here, and then I can use them and edit those. But you must go to forms.office.com to be able to get to this view. And then sign in with your district account. The other thing I want to show you is how many of us have test. Okay, just sign me out. How many of us have assessments test that we have printed out, and they're multiple choice? Well, why don't you scan them back in as PDFs and then upload them? Mine only shows my copy. Okay, make sure you went to forms.office.com. Mine did the same thing too. If you go to the Office platform and click on Forms, you're only going to be brought here to this. But if you open up a web browser and go to forms.office.com, see if that helps you. Just open up a web browser, go to forms.office.com, sign in, and see if that's going to help you. But here's what I want to get to. We have paper tests. We have multiple choice tests that we want to turn into form documents. Here we go. Import. I can now upload a Word document or a PDF, and it will transform it into a quiz for me. So watch this. Here we go. Upload it. I'm going to go and find it. And it is here in Forms. Where's my folder? Forms. And I'm going to upload a PDF. Watch this. It's uploading it for me. And it's just a real quick test that I did. So it's nothing fancy. But one thing you have to be mindful of, your test must look a certain way. And I'll show you what that is. Okay, so it just brought my test in. This was the title. It was your safety quiz, so I can change that around. But then you will look to say, work together in a group, blah, blah, blah. Here's the question. Here are the multiple choice. Okay, you say, well, Stephen, what did that look like? I'm glad you asked. That looked like something like this. So here was my test as a PDF. But then when I upload it, it came to look like something like this. Okay, let me show you the test again. Here's the test. Here's what I uploaded to Forms. Okay, Not only that, but it is a Word document that I can upload as well. So let me import a Word document that I have here to you to show you that it's converting it into a form. And my Word document is very similar. So you need to have the question numbered, and you need to have the answer choices there as we showed you in that preview, like this. So they must be listed like this. It must be. I've tried to put them horizontally, and it won't work. The answer choices, they must be vertical as you would have. Now, if you had like an open-ended and you want them to type, then you just press enter about 3 or 4 times, leave a blank space, and then it would change that question as a text enter question. So I can review my test, and here it is. Okay, and it was basically the same format as this. All right, so I only have a few more minutes. We lost time when my PowerPoint wouldn't work. Okay, and so here in the chat, will you let me know how you're feeling right now? Choose a number. Choose a number. In the chat, let me know how you're feeling right now. From one of these monsters. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so this is something digitally that you can use in your classroom. You can keep it coming. This is something digitally you can use in your classroom, and it's in Microsoft Teams called Reflect. Okay, the Reflect app allows you to, students won't choose numbers, they would actually choose a word that describes how they're feeling, and then the teacher would get feedback on this. And in Teams, I only have a few more minutes. In Teams, if you would use it, come on. If you are in a class team, because this option is only available in a class team and a staff team. So I don't want to say it's only available, but it's in a staff team, Reflect. Yes, you will get a copy of the recording. We will email it to you first thing in the morning. But Reflect. Reflect is what we just showed you, and then you can use this in a class team. It's right here automatically installed at the top, and then you as the instructor can go here and then choose a new check-in and then basically walk through the steps. And then when you get there, you can demo as a student. Not only that, the newest thing that came up in Teams is homepage as well. So this is from SharePoint. And so if you want to have like a portal where all of your students can come to for your class to know what assignments coming up, what announcements you have, go check out the homepage within Teams. Go check that out. Go check that out. And then reading progress and reading coach and insights. What I'm going to do this presentation as well, I'm going to also email this presentation to you as well, because we're running out of time. And I'm going to email this to you where then you can go by and watch these videos that we have that will spark your interest to use these tools. If you don't have access to Office, then you can install this for free. You can use it for free by using your email address, and students can use these as well. Time is up. Time is up. I am so sorry, but time is up. If you enjoyed this, join us next time, August 11th. fri.tech/live August 11th, and we'll bring some more tools with you. By that time, we'll enhance and show you some things, because it will be like right at the beginning of school. Well, we know that some students will be gone back to school already, but some will still be making it in. So we want to use that time to show you some tools that students can use throughout the year that can also enhance their ability to learn. And so come with us. We still have some more things to show you on August 11th. Now, remember, we talked about the summit. Here's the summit right here. You can sign up for the summit. Guess what? Share that link. Share this link with those who want to come to the summit. I am putting it in the chat right now. Share this link. Share this link. The summit is Tuesday. We will be cutting off registration come Sunday evening. If you try to hit it Monday morning, you may take a gamble, but by Sunday we will be cutting it off because it is filling up right now. So if you have not participated or registered for the summit yet, do that. I like this question. Do we get PD for this? Yes, you get 6 hours of PD credit. You also walk away being a Microsoft educator, but only if you stay all day, because we're going to give you codes throughout the day for you to go and redeem your credit to become a Microsoft educator. So we're only giving those codes out throughout the day. So yes, you will get 6 hours of PD credit. Yes, yes. Yes, so if you like what you saw today, join us. We're digging even deeper into the Microsoft tools and into the new stuff as well. Now, before you go, we always like to evaluate ourselves, and so you can submit an evaluation on this presentation if you like. Always like the feedback, and I'll go and take a look at every piece of feedback because I like to hear what you have to say, even if it's something bad. Just let me know because we're always trying to improve. Okay, and so if any other things, if you didn't catch anything today, we want you to catch Microsoft Summit Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. It is virtual, and we will be sending everything out. Okay, if it's saying the code is not found, then here is what I want you to use. If it says that code is not found for the session today, then try this link, which we know we created it here. I created it. Let me paste this here. Oh man, that came in huge, humongous. That's not what I wanted it to do. And it still came in gigantor. Let me just type it out. All right. So let me know if that is successful for you. And it's showing me, it gave me the Microsoft signal. So it's showing me that it's going through successfully. So try that link. Let me know if that works out for you. If not, we will follow up with everyone with an email. So you should get an email from us sometime tomorrow that will recap everything we talked about. It's going to give you a link to the presentation, a link to the video, to the recording for today, and we will also give you a link that you can pass to your friends, your colleagues, to join us in the summit on Tuesday. Thank you, and thank you, Carnetta, for working on the backside with us. And Carnetta will also be presenting on Monday with us as well. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.